In the, I have told last time anatomy paper 1, in that question number 2, CNS, and general anatomy and embryology, I have dictated the notes. Now you have to remember about the question number 3 in the paper 1, that is relating to the upper extremity. Upper extremity, in that you have to know about the common questions which are asked for the short notes are the first one is the deltoid, then musculocutaneous nerve, then flexure retinaculum, then ligaments of the shoulder, anatomical snub box, axillary nerve, palmar spaces, palmar aponeurosis. Then I have told the brachioradialis and brachial artery, cubital fossa, trapezius muscle, and superior palmar arch and triceps muscle. These are the few important short notes I have already given to you, so that you can remember the one by one. So here you have to remember about the total anatomical snub box. In this, you have to know the what is the anatomical snub box. It is a triangular depression on the lateral side of the wrist. The wrist joint, lateral side, there is a triangular depression that we are going to call as that is an anatomical snub box. So this is very important. You have to know in the diagram that is the anatomical snub box. So Prajwal, can you see the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this only I will complete then afterwards. So in this, you have to know the what is the definition, what is the boundaries, and what is the floor, roof, and content of the anatomical snub box. So it is very important to know. I have told the almost all this anatomical snub box in the definition. It is a triangular depression on the lateral side of the wrist, and when thumb is extended, it is very well seen. That is you have to know. Then when you see in your extended thumb triangular depression, that will be we are going to call as that is the anatomical snub box. It is told snub box. It is a small box like where the carrying the snub keeping small in the box previously in the olden days. That is snub means tapkir, that is kept in the small triangular shape box, and it is so that it appears triangular small box, so it is named as a anatomical, that is a snub box. So here anteriorly boundaries we are going to get the tendons of the extensor pollicis brevis and tendons of abductor pollicis longus. Then posteriorly we have the tendon of extensor pollicis longus. So these are the boundaries of the anatomical snub box. First one anteriorly by the extensor pollicis brevis, abductor pollicis longus, and posteriorly by the extensor pollicis longus. So you are going to, when you see the hand facing forward, you are going to get the as the tendons of the forearm and attaching to the thumb. So these three tendons you have to know. The next comes about the what is the roof structure you are going to get. Roof is formed by the skin, superficial fascia, and deep fascia, and we are going to get the one vein known as you are going to get the cephalic vein. They all will form the roof structure, and even cutaneous branches of the that is the superficial radial, that is branch, which is a radial nerve, cutaneous branch, that is also forming the roof. Roof is formed by the skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia. Then we are going to get the that is the cephalic vein, and the that is the nerve, cutaneous branches of the superficial radial nerve. They will all form the roof. Then next comes the floor. Floor deeper to this, where there is a deeper we palpate, we are going to get the scaphoid bone, which is a scaphoid deeper, and we have the lunate. So scaphoid on the more deepest part, we are going to get the floor. Then what are the contents of the anatomical snub box? Here most important content you are going to get the that is the one radial artery. So pulsation of the radial artery can be felt here, and a little behind to this towards the wrist we can palpate the radial artery pulsation. Then also it is contains the one nerve which is the radial nerve. So these all are the contents of the, that is the anatomical snub box. So this is all about the total about the anatomical snub box. You have to remember about these diagrams, then only it is proper one. So whatever the you have to know here, that almost all the diagrams you have to remember, that is the anatomical snub box. So in this you have to remember about the almost all the anatomical snub box. Other which are we are going to get, those are the diagrams which you can draw. That is the deltoid muscle is there. Then also we have the different other short notes like a cephalic basilic vein is there. Almost all these you should know. Okay. So even you can remember about the deltoid. That is the, you can remember about the deltoid muscle, which is we are going to get as a muscle. So muscle is there means you have to remember about the origin insertion, that you have to know. Okay. So whatever the deltoid also commonly asked, it is a multipinnate muscle, which is you are going to get the lateral one third of the clavicle originates anterior surface. Then we are going to get the insertion to the deltoid tuberosity. So origin insertion nerve supply you have to remember. Then I have told the next part which is you have to know, that is the uh, insertion, that is a deltoid tuberosity. So in the insertion you have to remember, and other part which is you should know about is that is the axillary nerve supply of the, that is the deltoid muscle. So in this you have to remember about the deltoid, and next you have to remember about the other, that is the musculocutaneous nerve. Then after the deltoid, we are going to next short notes, that is the musculocutaneous nerve. That also diagram we have here in this, that is one diagram you have to remember, musculocutaneous nerve. So that is the one here nerve you are going to see, musculocutaneous. Prajwal, can you see the slide or no?
No, sir.
No,
No.
no. Okay. Just listen.
Yes,
Whatever
sir.
these short notes which are commonly asked, that you have to know about the common question which are asked. That is the musculocutaneous nerve. Can you see musculocutaneous nerve now or
No, sir.
no? No.
No.
You can see now musculocutaneous nerve.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. This is one which is you have to know the common. It is arising from the lateral cord of brachial plexus, and it is passes over the nerve, which is that is the nerve runs its course on the muscle known as the brachialis. So from the brachialis, it is a running course, but it is when we cut the biceps muscle, biceps brachii, below this it is running. Means what? The biceps brachii and the brachialis muscle, front of the arm muscle, those which are muscles we call as a front of the arm muscle are the biceps brachii, then brachialis and coracobrachialis. These are the three muscles which are we call as in a front of the that is we call as a front of the arm muscle. So when you see the front of the arm muscle, biceps is there. In this, you have to know about the in between the biceps. When this diagram shows the, that is a cut of the biceps, below that we are going to get the musculocutaneous nerve, and we have the, that is the totally the course of the musculocutaneous nerve. So it is running downwards and passing through the cubital fossa also, and becoming the lateral cutaneous nerve of forearm. So that is you have to know, and its course you have to tell about the running in the arm and on the brachialis muscle below the bicep brachii. So that is one you have to know about in the musculocutaneous nerve. So course relations. you have to know branches and all, which is a muscle supplied by the that is the musculocutaneous nerve by the musculocutaneous nerve. So it is very important to know that is the totally the musculocutaneous nerve. It is supplying the all muscles of the anterior compartment of the arm. That is the we have the biceps brachialis and coracobrachialis. That is the, you have to remember. One more question is asked about the muscle known as the biceps. Very important, tip of the coracoid process, supraglenoid tubercle, tip of the coracoid process and supraglenoid tubercle, that is the attachment origin. Then you have the almost all the you get that is the uh, origin points of the bicep. Insertion at the radial tuberosity, rough part on the posterior part with the radial tuberosity on the forearm. That is the insertion. Musculocutaneous nerve is the main nerve which is the supplying. And what is the action of this muscle? Flexion at the elbow. So it is the flexures of the elbow joint. So this is the one you have to know about the in the biceps and musculocutaneous nerve. So next, whatever the we have to deal, next slide I wanted to focus, that is, let us see. So other questions which are asked commonly are the, we are getting the, that is the other muscle like a trapezius and we have the palmaris longus, all we can get it. So in this you have to know about the one more that is question which is asked, that is the, you have to know